Hey, what's up? What's up? I am back in the classroom. It is Thursday the 23rd. What's happening, y'all? You have to fight to reach your dream. You have to sacrifice and work hard for it. Yeah, let's get right into the thing. Let's just talk about a few things. I'm happy to be in class, but hold on just a moment. Okay, so, oh, you can't see me now. This is wild. Okay, there we go. So I just wanted to say a couple of things. Number one, okay, do your own work. Make sure that you do your own work. I don't know why I'm doing all this stuff, but anyway, do your own work. Like, handle your business. Be responsible. Don't let other people copy off you because you're not helping them. You're actually hindering them. So just remember, do your own work. Don't let people copy off you. You can help them. You can assist them. You can help them with their understanding, but don't do the work for them and then just letting them copy, because then that's learning loss, because you're just copying things down. And every time they do that, then what's happening is two things. One, you get learning loss, right? Because you're not really learning the material. You're just copying it down and then turning it in. And then when the test comes, or the assessment or quiz or the project where you got to prove what you know, they don't know it, right? So there's that. And then number two, then it also develops habits in your brain where every time something's hard or difficult, I just take the cheat way. I try and find the cut corners, that kind of way. So I'm like, no, be willing to do the work. And then number two, don't let people copy off of you. Second thing is use appropriate language. Yo, we already talked about this. Yo, there's language that can be used in the classroom. There's language to be used maybe online. There's language to be used when you're playing Fortnite. There's language to be used when you're with your mom and dad. There's language that be used when you're with your grandma and grandpa. So again, use appropriate language for the school, and cussing and using profanity and things like that are not appropriate for the classroom, any kind of academic setting like that, and it's not appropriate on the schoolyard, even though you guys feel like, oh, we're just with our friends now, but you are still on school campus. So make sure that you use appropriate language. The last thing is just being respectful. And just as a reminder, be respectful of people, and don't let people, because people will disrespect you, and then a lot of times people want to come back with disrespect. So then they're like, oh, well, if they're disrespectful, I'm going to be disrespectful. If they're mean, then I'm going to be mean. If they're nice, then I'm going to be nice. But then that also puts the power in the other person's hands. That means they get to control and dictate what the situation's always going to be. And Mr. Farr is like, yo, if you're disrespectful, I'm a respectful person. If you're mean, I'm going to be my best to be kind, right? So if you're bummed out, I'm going to do my best to still be motivating, humor, and encouraging, right? Because I've decided who I'm going to be, and you guys got to decide who you're going to be. And three of the things that we're like, yes, this is who we're going to be as Hillmar Middle School, is we're accountable, we're respectful, and we're empathetic of others. So just be thinking about these things as you're navigating your day. I just wanted to put those things out there because we've been having some issues. I'm just going to keep it 100. We've been having some issues, and we need you guys to step it up, you know? And by the way, I do want to say this. If you feel like someone's being disrespectful and you're like, I don't know how to navigate that situation without being disrespectful back, come holler at your boy. I'll help you out. Find a trusted adult on the campus. They can help you navigate that situation. Okay, go ahead and get this written down. Go ahead and get this written down. So pause the screen, get this done. Again, pause the screen and then get this done. Yo, did you get this done? Did you get this done? Okay, hopefully you did. All right, so we got 5 weeks left. We got 5 weeks left to reach that goal to the end of the second trimester. So just be thinking about some of the things. Some of the things I got to do. I have a paper over there. I'm not going to show it, that I have written down of like some extra check-ins that I've been doing throughout this school year. And I've got dates and I highlight as I've been going. So I got to make sure to finish that because that's something new I was trying this trimester. And it seems to be working, like checking with students more often. Also, I have what's the other thing I got? Oh, I need to get more sleep. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, I need to work on getting more sleep. That will help me to reach my goals. And I can put this third thing. I need to start working out again. I got to get back to the gym. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be honest. I do not know how. I'm so busy right now. But I'm like, I got to figure out how to get a workout in there. So those are 3 things that will help me to achieve my second trimester goals. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Whoops. I guess what goes up when the rain comes down? Yeah, you seen that. It's an umbrella. Okay. So we're not really going to talk that much on here. However, I do want to make it clear, like a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, is that really going to happen? That's not going to happen, talking back and forth. Well, obviously y'all saw it really is going to happen. So TikTok really is banned. So I want to make that clear as well. Like we were having this conversation in class to make it clear for the students. It really is banned. So what happened is our new executive, who is our president, because they're in the executive branch, they execute the laws. They said, we will execute this law in 75 days. So the ban is still in place. So it still is illegal for TikTok to operate in the United States. The only thing is, the caveat is that the executive, the person who's got an executive, which is our new president, he says, we will execute that law, or we will put it into place and execute it in 75 days. So in 75 days, like the beginning of April, if TikTok does not have either an American owner or, right, Congress changes, because Congress can change the law as well, unless they go back and change it, then TikTok will be banned and no more. So just realize, like, that's what's happening here. And it's kind of awesome to see all the branches of governments working. And so some people thought that the president, that he changed the law, but he did not change. He can only execute. He cannot just create laws. So that's not how it works. He does have executive orders, temporary powers, things like this that he can use to do things when they need to be done, but he gets to say how things are executed. And someone was like, well, what if he just extends it for an infinity amount of time? I said, then they probably will sue and counter that, and then bring that before the actual judicial branch and say, is it legal for the president to basically keep extending it? And they probably will figure out that it's not legal for him to do that, because he can't just create laws. So that is more than likely what would happen, because we already seen, like, it's legal. This law is legal because they already have went to the Supreme Court and saw that. So it's kind of cool to see all the branches of government like operating there. Okay. Let's go ahead and just talk about this. You guys, in yesterday's, you guys were supposed to go ahead and get this thing made up here, and then also get this one typed up as well. So get both of these, get page, that would be the 5th sheet, and rename it gravitational force, use a line chart, and then also use a line, and then also type up your 6th sheet, which is plant growth, and it should be this data here. All of this is in the agenda slides. Okay, I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to show you guys a few things, and then we will be out your way. Okay? So I showed you guys these in class. Oh, snaps. I'm at the pause because I need to find my... All right, so found my sheet. We're totally good. So, again, gravitational forces should be your 5th one. Just in case for some reason you had them out of order, you can grab and hold this thing. So left click and just hold. And you could move this wherever you need to so that they're in the correct order. But it should be the 5th one. Now, and then plant growth, right, which is this one here, should be your 6th one. So you should end up with 6 so far. Some people are asking, should I turn this in? No, not yet. We're adding to this assignment. So remember, for the graphing how-to, you only needed the first 4. So we're going to add some to this, okay? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to keep building on this assignment. Now, I do want to show you guys a couple of things. So as we're looking at here, let me go back over here to this. And if you look right here, we do have most of this data table in there. However, we're missing this top label right here. So I want you to look like this is one cell, and this is also one cell, but this is 2 cells wide. So it's one cell that's 2, right? 2 columns wide. So that's what we're going to do. And then this grayish part, we're also going to try and implement that gray part. So we're going to work on some of those things. So, cool. We're just going to go right here. And there's a couple ways that you can add a row. So one, I could take a row down here that I'm not using. So let's just click on 9, and I can left click and hold it. See that little hand just grabs. Then we can move that one up. Boom. And you can move it up to the top. That is one way that you can do it. I'm going to go backwards. Another way that you can do this, right, is when you click the 1, it highlights all of the rows all the way across, right? Just like if you click on the A, it highlights all of the cells going down in that column, okay? And just remember, if you do that, then anything that you edit in there will stay in there, okay? So just remember that. So we're going to click the 1, and then what we're going to do is we're going to say insert, and what we want to insert is a row. So we're going to go down here to rows, and then 1 row above. Bam! Then you've got 1 row above. Now, Remember, it was over this portion of the chart that gravitational forces was there. So we're going to put that gravitational, gravitational forces, and then we're going to put n times 10, and then I'm going to use this little, it's over the 6. So shift and 6, and then -9, and then parentheses, and then there we are. Boom. So we got the gravitational forces, right? So that's all in B1, but it's supposed to be 2 columns. Why? So what we're going to do is I'm going to select B1 and C1. So I'm going to hold down shift since I already have B1 selected, and then I'm just going to click on C1, and then boom, now we got both of those. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say merge the cells. So there's 2 ways to do this. And just like before, I had showed you, like, there's quick tools up here. In these quick tools, there is select, and you can select how you want to merge the cell. So you can do that right there. You can do merge all. Also, you are able to say format and then merge cells and then merge all, and you see it's the same selection. So either place is good for merging cells, and you see it's the same symbol you see there. So merge all, and now you see it's all merged. You should bold it. You also should center align it, so that is good there. Okay, and then since it's already selected and I want to select all of the title areas, I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna select all these different areas. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the borders on there so I can make sure I got all the borders on there. Then right here you see this little fill color, so we're gonna see what color works best. If you use a darker gray, I feel like it's a little bit too dark, so let's go to something lighter. So maybe like just regular gray. This looks pretty good, and now that looks very similar to what we had. That is as far as we are going to go today. If you got all that done, we are good to go. And tomorrow we're going to graph both of these. So make sure you have gravitational forces and plant growth done. We're going to graph both of them, and then or we're going to make a chart for both of them, and then we're going to do some inversing of the colors of the chart. So we'll do some more fancier things tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace.